So tell me a little bit more about this app, because the app sounds like it's a pretty cool little tool.
One thing I found is that when people read a book, they quickly forget the book a week or two later. Or you listen to a podcast like this, you say, oh, wow, there's great ideas, but what are you doing? You're driving, you're exercising, you're doing something. You're going to forget those ideas 2-3 days later. But we put all this time into learning, we want to retain it. Now, we know, I've worked in education, we know one of the best ways to remember things you've learned is a technique called spaced repetition. That's a fancy name for, remember before the test, open that textbook again and reread the chapter, or look at your notes again, see it more than once, repeat the information over different times. We have flashcard apps out there, but no one's going to take notes on their app or on what they're reading and put into an app and create flashcards. Way too much effort. I believe most people want to do a minimum amount of effort. I don't think that's a brilliant insight on my part. We all know people like to do less work, not more. So what we came up with was an app. It's called Brain Bump. And on the Brain Bump app, we take key ideas from books, blogs, podcasts, talks, and classes. We put those ideas into the app, so it looks a little like a flashcard app, but there's no question and answer. And the key thing is that you don't even need to open the app. One of the modes gives you a daily reminder. So let's think about the two ways you might use information. One is what we refer to as just in time. I have networking tips in my book. Okay, we all know networking is important. If you read my book, you're doing so sitting on your couch. You don't need to network from your couch. You've already met your spouse, you've met your dog, good relationships with both. You need those networking tips 2 months later as you're walking into a conference. So you take the app out of your pocket and you open it up and you say, okay, I need those networking tips, and you pull them up just in time. Just get those quick hits. Okay, there's a tip, just flip through those tips right before you walk in the room. But the other way is you might say, hey, I'm managing a business for the first time, and this is new to me, or I'm expanding, or now I have to think about logistics or some area that's new to me, and I read a book, I heard a podcast, but I need to retain it. I want to get a daily reminder of some of what I've learned. And so you can set the app to give you a push reminder at a time you set each day. We don't bother you with pushes and notifications you didn't ask for, but 9 a.m. each day, as you walk into work, you say, oh, right, there's a good tip, swipe it away, done. And this helps build it up in your mind. It helps you retain the information.